Okay, so you click for this icon, then it will start Microsoft Word. So if you still cannot find it, then you need to search. Okay, you need to search. You look for the search button in Windows. Okay, you search for Microsoft Word, or you even can just type WORD Word. Then you will start to see the application. Then you start the application, it will comes into something like this, a blank page. Okay, a blank page. So this is like a blank page. All right, so I briefly introduced to you some of the things that you can see from the toolbar. So no matter you are using WPS or using Microsoft Word, you will still see this basic function. Like I said, just the interface are different. So you will see a home tab. So this is we known as tab, insert tab, draw tab, design, layout, reference, mailing, review, and view. So the most commonly used tab are home, insert, okay, design, layout, these four. For references, we use it when you learn about how to create table of content, but that will be the third session of Microsoft Word. Okay, so you look at the home tab, then you will see this part. This is for the font, or I would say the font group, F-O-N-T, font group. Okay, so font group, there you will see this is the font style, font size, and then this is the change the uppercase, lowercase, italic, and apply the colors, the highlights. So I will demo this later on. And then this part is to insert the bullets and numbering, okay, bullets and numbering, as well as change the alignment of the text, okay, line spacing, right? So these are the basic functions. Then when you move on to the insert tab, this is the part that you can insert the table, okay, insert table, and insert pictures, shapes, and insert new pages, and also header and footer. So header and footer I also will introduce in Microsoft Word Session 2. Okay, so footer is the one that you will see for every single page. Okay, so page number also considered as the footer. Okay, and then for draw, this one I think we seldom use. For design also, unless if you want to choose a different theme, then we will go for the design. For layout, change the margin, change the orientations, section breaks, spacing, or text direction. Okay, and references, table of contents. Okay, so no worries, we will go through this one by one. So we are going to have 3 sessions for Microsoft Word. Okay, 3 sessions for Microsoft Word. So now let's start with the first one. Okay, let's start with the first one. So this is my sample text. Okay, sample text. Okay. Let's start from, all right, so before we go into the functions, you will see this icon at the top. Okay, so this is to undo. Okay, let's say after you type something, then you want to cancel, then you also can use undo. Or if you use or you press on keyboard Ctrl Z. Okay, so those are the basic. All right, so first we learn about the page formatting. Okay, page formatting. So as I said, you need to be careful with all these keywords, because later on for your tutorial, you are going to read the instructions by yourself, and then you identify the keywords. So how to see the keywords in the toolbar? You just hover your mouse. Okay, you just hover your mouse, then you will see it. Underline, italic, bold. Okay, so we start with page formatting. So page formatting, you go to layout. Okay, so you will see layout. Okay, so layout tab, when you click on that, then you will see this part, margins, text direction. So text direction is that you can set your text to horizontal or vertical, but I think we seldom use vertical. So in that case, by default is like this. So this is in the horizontal form. So you see your text is arranged in the horizontal form. All right, margin. So what is margin? So margin is the space that you can see here. So do you see the space? The white part, so this is the space. Okay, the space here can adjust. Means that can become smaller, can become bigger. So that is what we know as margin. So margin, if you change to narrow, then you will see the white space reduce. For assignment, don't use narrow. For assignment, basically, you just need to use normal will do. Okay, so seldom that you need to change the margin. Unless for some of the document, you need to set the margin. Okay, so that is you go to normal, narrow, moderate, wide. So wide, then more white space can be seen. Okay, change back to normal. Okay, so remember, this is margin. Okay, margin. Next is orientation. So what is orientation? So orientations only have two types, portrait or landscape. The default one that you can see here is in portrait mode. Okay, in portrait mode. Landscape, you can see the page become white. So let's say if you print the document out, landscape going to be like this. Okay, so landscape going to be like this. So this is in a landscape form. I think you cannot see it. All right, so this is in the landscape form. And then for portrait is the normal A4 size. Okay, the normal A4 size. For landscape is you just flip the paper to this size. Okay. So only have two types, portrait or landscape. By default should be portrait. Okay. And next is the size. So size can be A4, A5, US letter. So later for exercise, you will see US legal. So different. So those size when you print it out, like for example, A5 is smaller. Okay, A5 is smaller than A4 size. So this also the same. If you don't need to change the document size, we just keep as default. Default means that you don't go and change the setting. For the columns, so columns, you can set your text into two columns. So this is like what? This is like the news, right? Sometimes you will see the news in two columns, or you will see some articles that arranged in two columns form. So this is two columns. You also can change to three columns. Okay, change to, so this is three columns, two columns, and one column. So one column is the normal size that we can see. Okay, so margin, orientation, size, columns. For breaks, we will do it for the last tutorial because this is slightly more difficult. All right, so next is we go to fonts and text. Okay, now we move to font and text. So called the font formatting and also the text formatting. We go to home. Okay, so start from how to change a font type. Font type. Font type is this one. This is the font type. Okay, so font type, like let's say I want to change this to font Times New Roman. Okay, change to Times New Roman. Okay, Times New Roman. Okay, so change to Times New Roman. So this is where you change the font type. So most commonly we will use Times New Roman, Arial, Calibri. So those are the three common ones. Okay, but of course, different computers will comes with different type of the font type. So if you are using Mac OS, also different type. Okay, font type. All right, so font size. Just next to the font type, you will see font size. Okay, so now the font size is 12. Okay, 12 pt point. So can change to 14, 16, 18. So when you do your assignment, normally your lecturer will specify what is the font size for the assignment. So normally for content, we use 12. Okay, we use 12. And then for title, depends, can up to 14 or 18. So as long as bigger than your content. So this is font size. Next, font color. Font color. Right, let's say this one I changed the font color to blue. Okay, so when you click the arrow beside there, don't click this. Click the arrow beside there, then there are a lot of the colors that you can choose from. If you want more colors, just click on more colors. Okay, then you can choose the colors that you want. Very easy. Or you just choose the default color from here. Let's say I want to change it to blue color. Okay, so blue color. Okay, blue color now. Okay, so font type, font size, font color. So what is next? Font style. Font style. Okay, so font style are those that you can see here. Bold, italic, and underline. So I apply it one by one for you to see the effect. So what is the difference here? So this one like thicker, right? So normally we apply bold, B-O-L-D, bold to the title. Italic, you start to see a different angle of the text. Underline. Okay, so these three we know as font style. Okay, font style. Then you might be wondering, what is this? So this is like, for example, for formula, how to write x power of 2. So x, you click this. So this is superscript. Superscript, then this is x power of 2. Okay, so this is useful when you need to use calculation, when you do calculation in the future. And then this is subscript. So as you can see here, I just hover my mouse there. Okay, so this is subscript. Like for example, you see the word is very small. So this is subscript. Okay, subscript. So it means that the wording is smaller and then at the corner. So you just highlight, then you select this. So now become superscript. Subscript. Cancel it off, become normal. Font style,